Hello, good sir.
What's up, Sean Snoop?
Hello, good sir.
Hello. Nice to meet you, sir.
Oh. Alright, hello.
How
Hello, sir. Alright. Hello, Dylan.
Hello.
Hello, good
to
sir.
meet you, sir.
Hello.
Hello, good sir.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
And nice to meet you. Alright. Alright, hello.
Hello.
Hello, good sir.
Hello.
Hello. Alright, introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Ethan Lai.
My name is Pradeep Gadamini.
My name is Jeffrey. I'm Denny Bay.
I'm Dylan.
I'm Andy.
I'm Colin.
What am I introing to? Like you?
Just
Oh.
to the people.
Oh, hey, my name is Steven Tway.
My name is Christian. Hi, I'm Calvin Lai.
I'm Derek, and I'll be graduating today, actually.
And I am a 12th grader at Conestoga, about to graduate.
I'm Marie. I am a graduating senior, and I'm going to graduate in approximately 5 hours and 17 minutes. That is fine.
I'm from the Tojo Clan. I'm here to do an interview with you.
Alright, yeah.
I'm not sure what else you're looking for to identify.
I'm a graduating senior of the class of 2024 from Conestoga. My free time, I like to go to the gym, do art, play squash.
Christian Schmitz. I'm a student at Conestoga High School. I like fighting games and I like Yakuza. And I'm autistic.
I am graduating 2024.
Yeah. Alright.
I'm a senior at Conestoga High School.
Alright, so we'll start off with what was your favorite class at Stoga?
I'll probably be like multi this year.
I'm gonna have to say AP Bio, not otherwise multivariable calculus and Mr. Poise.
Probably engineering.
I like ceramics.
Probably Mr. Davies' AP Econ class.
My favorite class was Stoga. It was Dr. Best's forensics class.
I feel like it would have to be AP Comp Sci A.
Gotta be Mr. Trainer's infamous AP Lang class.
Even though it kind of sucked, I liked app dev.
Either AP Sci or AP Research, which sounds surprising at first. I know.
It was easy with Mr. Poise in 10th grade because of the amount of friends I had, and also the teacher made it a fun time, and it wasn't like too stressful. It wasn't like too many tests or too much homework. At one time, it was just like it was pretty chill.
Only because it was online and I got to play video games with my friends all day in that class. And that class is filled with amazing memories, such as my interviewer in one of my memories.
Yeah. Really, no better class than you got after.
Favorite person-wise class, only because it was virtual year. If it was in person, I could see how that would be a horrible class.
Yeah.
But just because it was virtual, we got to play video games and that was definitely my
Yeah,
favorite.
that was nothing.
Like architecture was pretty fun because I was like to design houses, and that's what I'm majoring in. So,
Is there any specific project, something that you remember that like what's made it fun?
I made a house that was like Steve's face. Ceramics was a fun class because I could loaf around, but I could actually work on projects too. Like I could decide what I want to do. I took ceramics for 3 years now. I took a year for beginners and then got my basics down. And then I took advanced for 2 years. And for my first year in advanced, I did the projects I was assigned. And my second year, I was actually able to choose what projects I wanted to do. So I made an Among Us app, a map, and Among Us characters
Ceramics?
for ceramics.
And why?
Because I don't know, Davies is a really chill guy, and I had my boy Evan Liu and Surya in my class. They sat right next to me, and the debate was really fun.
Yeah. Do you think you learned a lot in that class, or was it just like really fun to me?
Yeah, I definitely learned some things, but it's mostly just a vocabulary waffle session. But yeah, it was also really fun overall. Like, I don't know, just had a nice time.
Because the class was actually interesting. We did many hands-on lab experience.
Overall, 10 out of 10 in terms of what I learned. I realized that I like CS and I had a lot of fun in the class. And I also watched a lot of One Piece clips.
Like, personal favorite, the League of Legends in that class was very like, helped me grow as a person,
Mr. Sherrick's is a great guy, and for CSA for that measure too, because it's what got me into programming. But like, I really enjoyed it because just Mr. Sherrick got so interested in everyone's like personal projects and stuff, and it had nothing to do with the actual class itself. It's just because Mr. Sherrick was a good guy. In terms of actual like interesting classes, I think Physics C was like mechanics was pretty good. I like that, and first time learning calc was pretty interesting too. It was CBT. It was CBT.
I made a lot of good friends in sophomore year. In AP seminar, like I didn't really know a lot of people outside of like our Forge friend group, so I made a lot of great connections. And then AP research was great because like we had nothing to do. We just around the whole time. So yeah.
Because he made it really interesting. You know, he's funny and he kept the classes engaging, even though like it was pretty hard.
Okay. Alright, what was your least favorite class at Stoga?
Probably be Golf with Spiata.
Mr. DeWeeze's AP CSA class. Or Mr. Short's AP Lit class.
Probably freshman year PE.
I'll say Flores' class, which is AP psychology.
Probably Gov. There's many. I think English class freshman year.
I didn't like math analysis BC.
Least favorite class, this is like clearly obvious. Come to with Dr. Wood.
Probably Mrs. Doyle's English class in 9th grade, or Mrs. Matula's class in 9th grade.
Probably, I think Christian might have said this as well. Doyle's class online virtually.
He did.
I know he would. I know he did.
Yeah.
AP seminar.
Nothing against Spiata, but that class was just not really fun, I guess. It was just, I feel like Gov in general, pretty annoying topic, a lot of writing and stuff, just I'm not a fan of, and you have to like memorize a bunch of stuff, which is just like, I don't know, it wasn't that fun of a class.
Between the two of those classes, there's no other class I would rather ditch school for. There's a reason I showed up to school that late that many times, and that was because I wanted to skip 3rd and 4th period.
Bad. Wait, were they both this year?
Yeah.
What made them so bad?
Louise is just, like I don't want to talk to that man. Like, headspin.
Okay, bro.
And then Mr. Short just assigns like a lot of work. I also just did not like CSA. Like I was like not in the mood to like open up a computer and start coding, so I just like didn't have a computer for half the year. Opened up Eclipse 3 times my entire coding class.
Okay, alright, fair enough.
And Mr. Schwartz, they won't be seeing this, right?
Who knows? Probably not.
I did it in person, and it was like with Mr. Tyrone. It was actually terrible. I had it in the morning too. It was the worst experience ever. He would like scream, and then you would just like stand there, and everyone would just look at each other in a circle. Then he would like do this random activity, and then some people were online. He would look at the computer for 15 minutes straight while we just stood there. It was terrible.
I can imagine that. Why is that?
Well,
Okay.
Hey Danny, what you doing today? That's how he would call me out. I'm gonna every person in the class. He'll be like, hey Danny, how you doing today? What you doing, bud? You're not late today. You're on time.
Why is that?
I just did not like anything we learned during Gov. It was just like really boring. Like all the cases that we had to memorize was horrible. It was just a horrendous experience.
Yeah, that was not a good.
And then not only that, what was his name? What was your teacher last year?
Spiata.
Yeah, that guy ogged me so hard.
He helped me too. He kicked my desk so many times.
Yes. Because we just sat there like months, did nothing.
What did you do in that class? What made it so like this way bad?
Just like COVID kind of ruined it because I no one would talk. I didn't really do anything in the class.
Because it was like, I felt like I just didn't do well in that class. Like, no, it was like the teacher. Yeah, Mrs. Bailey. I mean, like, she's passionate, but like, the passion was in the wrong direction. I felt like she was equally passionate about running a marathon. I mean, that's all she would talk about sometimes. That or having a kid. I hated CCT. That's it.
CCT.
There we go. By far, Miss Scully Elliott was the most racist teacher.
Wait, actually.
And like, this year she proved it even more. She like hard targeted me for napping in her class. Like, bro, I'm fine. Like, chill out. Yeah, bro. And then she's fine with like the white kids doing whatever. I'm like, all right, man. Like, did you hear this year? She did something really bad. Like, she made like a horribly racist joke. And then she had to like make an apology statement to all her classes.
Wait, what joke?
I don't even know. No. I just remember. Like, you should ask like a junior about it. I just remember she said something very racist, and then she had to apologize. It was hilarious in my mind.
What made it so bad, Stacey?
What made it so bad? He just didn't teach you anything, and then he expected you to know everything for the test. Like,
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so basically, Mrs. Doyle's class, every single day she expected like 100% participation from us, even though half the class, like everyone was virtual, and like there were like 4 people in the class, so she would just CBT all of us. Like she would just like go around and like, and I was in a class with Aaron Wang, right? So he would be typing so loud in his board, and she would get sick of calling on Aaron, and then she would be like, guys, can anyone do what Aaron did? and then also Ms. Matul's class because any single time we talked about sensitive topics, she would like start crying, and like it was just so much drama for being online. Like everyone was trying to get out of there, like get in and get out, and like she was just like making it a big deal. It was so awkward and painful. And I guess in person, my least favorite class, I did not like E&M. Because of our period, it was so bad. And people would not shut up. And it was, every single time it would be someone like just says, someone says a buzzword, or like Doc says like IMAX, and then Rohan would be like maxing, blood maxing, and then the rest of the room would be like you.
We had to go into breakout rooms like almost every class, and no one would speak. And one time she broke, and she's like, "No one speaks in these breakout rooms." And she yelled at us for like 15 minutes. It was really good. But we didn't do anything in that class. A lot of yapping, and she stared at the camera. It was really creepy.
So it was basically just the teacher was teaching for like 3 months, and then wasn't actually teaching anything for the last few months because the AP course literally doesn't let the teacher teach. Or before that, when we're doing all the like practicing stuff, it's just going through articles and then writing stuff and then writing a 5-paragraph essay for every single article, and then the actual end product is something that's like not even coherent, and then you have to present it all. Yeah.
Okay, so seminar was the worst.
Easily, by far the worst. Don't take that course.
Do you think you developed academically in terms of your study habits or time management?
This isn't really like the best way to grow, but I think I did get better at cramming.
I think I developed, like de-developed.
No, I just procrastinate everything. I lost my academic habits.
I don't know about time management, but I guess studying.
Yeah, I learned how to slack off.
Sort of.
Definitely, yeah, time management for sure.
Developed? No, I feel like my issue I've had since middle school where everything's way too easy has gotten even worse.
I think I did. I think I've actually been able to divide my time up more efficiently. I kind of always been pretty good at managing my time, but I think it has helped.
As much as it sounds bad, being able to learn stuff in a short amount of time, I think that's like pretty nice to have.
I guess it's
By getting better at cramming, I got to sleep more, so.
Dubs.
Right.
Low key, like I think my study habits in middle school were probably better because I actually used to study. Now it's just, well, I didn't really study, but like I studied like 5 minutes like 3 days before the test, 5 minutes 2 days before, and like 10 minutes the day before. And now it's like an hour the day before every time, which is not the greatest. It depends on the test too. Some of them are just like wing it, you know?
No.
None. I guess like communication, talking to people.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. Elaborate a little bit.
So back in Korea,
I was a good student. I was a good student until 8th grade too.
and then COVID hit. That broke my study habit. I had 16 hours of gaming every single day. That broke my study habit. And it is still broken to the day.
16, it sounds a lot to me right now, but everyone is probably like not
Exactly.
so
We were very unhealthy in the online world.
I mean, I usually don't study, but then recently I've been studying a bit more after junior year because I took a lot of APs junior year. I mean, my studying would just be right before the test, and at night I study for like 2 hours straight, and then I sleep on it, and then the next morning I know everything somehow, and that's it. My time management, procrastination is basically my personality trait now.
I'd rather not do my homework and rather go in the Discord and play games.
I think we're quite studious. You always do your assignments.
Yeah, I did my assignments, but didn't study it.
Fair enough, man.
Hey.
I feel like I didn't directly learn them from like school, but I feel like the academic pressure helped me like gain a better sense of myself and like what I can do, that kind of thing.
Okay. Are you more confident in learning harder things, or have you gotten better at managing your time?
Yeah, I feel like in terms of time management, I feel like it's still like it's definitely gotten better since freshman year. I think there's still a lot to improve on. I think in general though, my overall understanding of things is a lot better in terms of learning new things.
Honestly, I feel like I had a huge jump between my sophomore and junior year because like freshman year, I like crashed out and didn't really care about my grades and stuff. But then like as I went back into school sophomore year, I definitely like learned study habits and like how to, and then like junior year, like I took the most AP classes in my whole like school year combined, I guess. So I took 5 there, and then it definitely helped me grow. Senior year, I kind of like started slacking, but like obviously I'm gonna not do that in college.
Yeah. So you think you actually did gain stuff from having a lot of classes, like difficult classes?
Definitely, yeah. Time management for sure. And like it's like it's like where to put your time for each class, like depending on how hard you think it is.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, that might just be a senior year thing because I study like sometimes, but like I feel like how like I did well on like AP exams and like I actually took the time to study for them will like be the study habits that I use the most because these classes aren't really that difficult in high school. I mean, so like at least at the beginning of college, I think I'll be fine. But like still, I feel like the same issue from middle school is just persistent throughout the entirety of high school, where like I just am not able to. Everything comes too easily, so like I just study everything on the last.
Does that come from the class being too easy?
Sometimes, other times just because I'm lazy, and I just study everything on the last night, and it works out last year it worked out perfectly. Trust.
Do you think there's any way that can be remedied?
By the class being harder and the class being more self-directed. Because if I'm learning it on my own, then I'd actually be interested in doing it instead of just doing a bunch of mindless work. Because like learning stuff on your own is actually cool. Like learning stuff is cool, but like doing the work is really boring.
I think I still get away with a lot of procrastination, but my time at Conestoga has definitely helped with that.
I think I've become more like opposed to procrastination in general, just going through high school because they give you so much stuff you really can't afford to just wait until 2 a.m.
How responsible?
playing League of Legends. Yeah.
I see. Okay. How, if at all, have you handled stress from school?
I think I handle stress by playing League.
That's a fake, bro. That's fake.
Probably just sleep. There's no stress in Soga.
I guess I just like spend time with you guys and like play games.
Shaco players, they carry the game, not to actually carrying the game. They make it the enemy to carry. Okay, I'm dead. What?
I handle stress by not caring.
Sometimes I didn't, and I was like gone for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, but
For the alleged your mom's house.
I don't really feel that much stress. Like it's more like go with the flow.
Just playing games. That's literally it.
Okay, nice flash. Okay, good pressure. Alright, yo, let's go.
Playing lots of games. And going to meet my friends.
If something is causing me stress, it's probably like homework or a test or something. I'll just get rid of the stress by, doing it. Isn't that good? But whatever. I just didn't feel like doing anything. I just played League.
okay,
You move on. Forgive and forget.
what does that mean? So you just like
Yeah, I just ignore it. I don't care.
nothing else?
Yeah, just sleep. You just leave it off, and then next day you're just like, I forgot to do it.
Then sleep again.
Yeah. I dropped a class.
For example, what did you drop?
So for calculus, I was doing 0 homework. I was not paying attention in class. So I had 75. I dropped a class.
That's how I deal with my stress. Besides that, honestly, I don't feel too much stress overall in Soga. Like, I don't know. I feel like people try too hard on like so many things. I just like kind of chill.
What would that entail? What would be going on in your mind?
I would just go for a walk. Maybe just get out of the house and just go for a
Go
walk.
outside. Okay.
Yeah, go outside.
That's like what I told Nirav. Like Nirav was like constantly asking me. I was just like, your mom's house. Like,
Fair enough.
Like,
When
I wasn't
take
getting a
bottom
straight
end or
answer.
something, that's what I say too. So.
besides that, like, I don't know. I didn't feel that much academic stress because I didn't like overload with like a bunch of hard classes. Like, they were good enough that like I learned, but not hard enough that like I was like pulling all-nighters to like study or whatever.
Like obviously I'm stressed at some points. I don't really like see it as that big of a problem. Like I just like do it. If I have to be awake at 4 a.m. studying, then I'll do that. But then like I'll definitely reward myself like afterwards by like taking a nap or something. So it's like not that bad.
I feel like everyone had that coping mechanism, especially the people who play League, because they just get on League for like a billion hours whenever stuff started piling up. And in school, how I handled stress, last year it was my Steam Deck. I legit just played so much garbage on that Steam Deck. And then this year it's just playing Smash. Is the only option. And also just like trying to get away from the perm circle, because that was just.
And that's really it. I really don't know how to cope with stress besides that.
So you just hang out or you play games?
Yes.
Alright,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
You know, if I have a test, I'll study for it. If I have homework, I'll do it. Or if I have a project, I'll like chip away at it.
So you just try getting rid of the source as fast as possible.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the amount of downtime that you had at school? Like, was Stoga generous with their free period and stuff like that? And how did you use it?
Well, I think the downtime was really nice actually. Like, I feel like that's something school should have. Like, having 8 periods a day, if like you're like in class all 8 periods, that's like really taxing, I think, on your body.
Yeah.
So I think the free periods were definitely very good for like taking a break, just taking care of yourself. And like I spent a lot of my free periods just like hanging out with friends. I would do like homework like 10% of the time. It was mainly just chilling, playing Brawl Stars, you know, talking. Yeah.
I personally had a lot of free time, but if you just manage your time right, like there's so much free time. Like there's countless hours that you can just sit down and play like whatever video game you wanted, or go outside and do stuff. Like I played, like majority of my like time was spent on like squash or something, and I still got 8 hours of like 7 to 8 hours of sleep at night, unless I play video games until like 11 or 12 p.m., 12 a.m., and then 1 a.m. sometimes. But like other than that, just
Yeah. What about the time in school? Like, did school have a lot of downtime for you, or no?
school had no downtime. I was pretty busy most of the years, except for senior year. Senior year I had a couple free periods. Other 3 years I had, and sophomore year I had 2 per 6-day cycle, and in junior year I had 1 per 6-day cycle and then -1 per 6-day cycle.
What is crazy?
I had a -1. I had to take a split class.
What?
Second semester I had to take a split class.
Why?
Because I had to take CCT.
Oh my god, that's actually.
I had a lot of free periods because like I didn't take a language course, so I thought it was pretty generous. So
Didn't you need to graduate though, too?
I already took them. Remember middle school?
Oh. Well, how do you think you spent your time during free periods? Like, would you change it? Like, was it, you know?
I would probably change it because I just spent like playing Smash all the time. Probably did something different.
Every free period I had, I would say trim. I was either hacking my 3DS or playing Smash with the buddies, bro. I had 3 free periods this year. I think 2 is enough. 3 is a bit too much, but having free periods was nice. So it's something that is good to do, I think, in your senior year, not any other year. Like 2 is enough.
Well, I'll just go to the gym, I'll play games, but like, I feel like I kind of make downtime for myself. I think if I actually like did everything properly, like when I get home, I do work and stuff, then I wouldn't have too much downtime. But like, because I kind of like do the stuff I do during my downtime like first, I kind of like, of course I sacrifice sleep. Using that kind of like gives me more downtime than usual.
What about your downtime during school hours? Like, over the 4 years?
Okay, well my mom expected me to take a lot of like AP classes. So especially during junior year, I had like no downtime at all. I remember I didn't even have a free period until second semester because I was taking 7 just full year courses. So I guess in school I didn't have too much downtime. Last year's lunch table was really good, and yeah, it was really fun.
That's pretty fire, yeah.
Yeah.
Free periods. See, I had 3 in a row, right? This year. What I did was sit in the atrium all day and do nothing. So I think I have too many free periods this year, but my free periods was pretty good because I wanted to. First semester was.
Do you think Stoga offers enough downtime for students?
Yeah, it offers a lot of downtime. There's not that many options, but hey, you can go to the courtyard, cafeteria, library, atrium. It's good enough.
I think every single year I had at least 2 free periods. I feel like that's a lot. I feel like school is free, sort of. Like, you know, I mean, people are paying for it, but it's not like you're paying per class. So I would recommend doing a lot of electives. I feel like I wish I did more electives. Like some of the electives, like philosophy, like they're really good and they're really easy, but you still learn a lot. Like it's easy, but at the same time, you're absorbing a lot of knowledge.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, so you wish you took more classes then, like these electives?
Yeah, like just more electives. I feel like, I don't know, I'm indifferent about taking more APs or actual core like classes.
For me, I think it depended on like the time. For instance, like I had squash season, and I felt like that would take a lot of my time up. because I would like go to school and like go directly to squash, and I wouldn't be home until like 6 or 7. Then like at that point, like I'm like exhausted, and then like I basically have to study, so it's like not that good. Generally, I feel like it's doable. Yeah, you can definitely like have freedom. It's like do your extracurriculars and what you want to do.
Okay. So your
I feel like being in school made it so it didn't feel like downtime. It made me feel like I was wasting time. Like if I was outside of school and I had the free time, I might use it for actually productive things. But because we're in school, I just felt like, we're in school, might as well waste it. I didn't feel like I used any of it productively. In school though, I wasted all my time that I had free. I'm not wasted because like I had fun. And like,
did you have like a lot of free time with Stoga in general? Or did you like not have that much? Do you like?
This year I had a ton, but last year I only had like a period. So like I feel like I had too. Last year was too little. This year is too much.
Honestly, I think they gave me a proper amount of downtime. I think looking back on it, I definitely had an appropriate amount of time where I could have done like extracurriculars and then also saved enough time to do my work. But I think I wanted to do so much of like things I actually wanted to do that I kind of may purposely like sabotage myself. So I definitely think that it's not Stoga's fault in time management. I could have handled it better. I think they don't give that much work, but if I didn't handle it properly, it was bad.
Okay, I've seen.
I think for a lot of like the sweaty Asian kids, don't really have that much time. So I feel like compared to other sweaty Asian kids, I had a lot more time because I didn't do as many like stuff outside of school. But then I did have the time to do it. I just kind of didn't hop on that train. If I did have time, I was probably sitting at home playing video games. Also, basically played an hour of Smash every day at school, so that says something about how much time I had.
Yeah. I feel all the time.